Welcome to Massive Beers. My name is Matt. We do the beer stuff here. A bit more Burlington up in this piece in the form of their Pine Brook dry hop lager. Burlington. We get their stuff down here quite a bit. Big fan. Let's dive into it. Dry hop lager, Burlington Brew Company. They put dates like in weird spots. This is from January, February, March 19th, 2025. We are now in May. So 2 months old. Not too bad for dry hop lager, 5% alcohol by volume. I think that's all we get. Yeah. Label-wise, they're known for their kind of pinstripey-esque kind of vibes to it. Just a little bit more graphic, but I really do like their art design on all their cans. Very distinctive, see them from a distance. Plus, doesn't hurt that the beer's usually good. When the beer's good, you can like the art quite a bit. Yeah. So here we go. Dry hop lager. Nothing outside of that to tip us off to what we are actually drinking. What kind of lager? A dry hop lager. So there you go. Like I said, label-wise, dig on the cans. Beer-wise, give it a whirl. Give it a look-see. Yeah, that looks like lager. The ever so slightest haze to it. Super golden glow. Very soft particulate kind of floating around there with a little bit of carbonation going on. Index finger, nice, tight, white and white can be. Head, it's good nose. Ooh. Yeah. I think we might be dealing. It's called, I think we might be dealing. I'm just mashing words together at this point. With a crispy boy. Yeah, because what I'm doing, I'm getting a nice pop of hops here. Nothing too distinctive, at least aromatically. It just comes off as like a traditional kind of Czechy hop, but with like a dabble of maybe some kind of sea hop floating around in there. And then a nice crispy, sweeter, I know, aromatically, crispy, sweeter kind of maltiness. And then that's it. Squeaky, hyper clean, maybe even a little bit of minerality going on as far as the water chemistry kind of goes. But it just smells like a super tight, taut, super snappy, vibrant on both the hop and malt side of thing, Americanized hoppy lager. That does not suck. At least aromatically it doesn't. Let's just dive in. Cheers, y'all. That's MFing delicious. 5.5. Man, why can't these be negative 5%? Now, when you read Pine Brook, you automatically think West Coast. You're definitely getting that here. I didn't think it was going to be this big kind of resinous thing on the nose, but I had a little inkling of, okay, that's why I said the sea kind of hoppy, Chinooki, cascadey kind of vibe going on. You definitely have that going on here. So a bit of soft pininess, a little bit of soft resin on top of this really snappy kind of bitterness. And the other side of things is really cool sweet maltiness, probably a little bit elevated beyond what I typically enjoy when it comes to my kind of lagers, where you're talking about 5.5 eking up towards 6. Okay with that. The presence of these hops, the bigness for its style of beer, these blustery hops, I don't mind with that little added extra sweetness. It comes off very much kind of like almost a little corny, and I mean that in a good way, not like a negative way, like either dumb or like corn. So it has that little bit of, tiny little dialed up kind of sweetness point to it. When you take that little extra added sweetness, you take that boisterous kind of sea style kind of dry hopped kind of lager. It makes for all kinds of explosive kind of lageriness. Those are words. I think that's fantastic. Look, the beautiful lacing on the glass. And it is crispy boy status. 5.5%, that's where this thing, like I said, I wish it was, again, not going to get negative points here, but this is 4.5, even 4, then this is like world-class, all-timer, no question Mount Rushmore for me. But even that being said, how squeaky clean it's made, how volumetric, my favorite word in the world, on both the hop and malt side of things are, in a drinkable package. Top notch. Still Mount Rushmore, just not like all time, forever and ever. It might be even close to that. It is really, really tasty stuff. Yeah, this is absolutely MFing delicious. Wow. I dig this. The only negative, and it's my soapbox. I want this sub 5%. I do. I'm not going to get too angry at 5.5. Believe me, this 4-pack is going to be drank with vigor. Let's use that word. But in the grand scheme of things, you're talking about if you said a West Coast style dry hop lager, I can't think of one I've had much better than this. You know, even if you go dry hop lager, it's still Mount Rushmore, but just dry hop West Coast lager, boom, done. Awesome, fantastic. What more do you want? So yeah, there you go. Reviewing the books. Mount Rushmore status, absolutely. Just for lagers, dry hop lagers. Value and availability. Burlington off the shelf. I want to say it was $13.99. I could be wrong, but I want to say that's what it was. So $14 for a 4-pack. And leave you with, if you like what we like this, if you like a dry hop lager, West Coast style lager, those kind of things, like lager, you will like this. So there you go. Reviewing the books. Hopefully you enjoyed. Massive Beers, if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massive, podcasting stuff. Burlington, have you been to the brewery? Have you had their beers? Have you had this beer? Very curious your thoughts on this. Let's talk about it down there in the comment section. Hopefully you enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying delicious lagerness right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers, y'all.